Hello, hello. Hello, hello. This is Father Adam Kotas coming to you live from North Las Vegas, from the Santuario de San Benito in North Las Vegas, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue. Sundays, I celebrate 3 Holy Masses in Spanish at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 7 p.m. Let's reflect on the gospel reading for this Sunday. If you need to be married, if you need to have your wedding here in Las Vegas, just call the church office 702-330-0035. Baptisms, weddings, quinceañeras, any celebrations, call the church office. I also bless houses. I visit the sick. Anything you need, you call the church office, 702-330-0035, here in North Las Vegas on the corner of Cheyenne and Simmons, the Shrine of Saint Benedict. Let's listen to the gospel for this Sunday, the Gospel of Mark. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." Jesus replied, "What do you wish me to do for you?" They answered him, "Grant that in your glory we may sit one at your right and the other at your left." Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking for. Can you drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" They said to him, "We can." Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink, you will drink. And with the baptism with which I am baptized, you will be baptized. But to sit at my right or at my left is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at James and John. Jesus summoned them and said to them, "You know that those who are recognized as rulers over the Gentiles lord it over them, and their great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant. Whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all. For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. What a beautiful gospel reading we have for this Sunday from the Gospel of Mark. And now I am live also on TikTok. I am live on Facebook, TikTok, and this video in its entirety is available on my YouTube channel at Adam Kotas Direct. These 2 men come to Jesus this Sunday and they ask for power. They want to be above everybody else, above the other disciples. They want to be important. They want to be big. This is exactly that which we as human beings do from the time we are children. A child looks at another one and says, "I've got better toys than you. I have everything bigger and better." We like to classify ourselves and we compare ourselves. "I've got better grades than you." From the time adolescents are in high school, they compare everything, and I mean everything. They compare who's got bigger muscles, everything. They compare everything. We do that as people. We like to compare that which we have. and we look at our neighbors and we compare ourselves and we want to have everything bigger. I was talking with this one couple that I visited this week when I was blessing their home, and they said, well, we got a big TV, 75-inch TV. And I said, well, why did you get a 75-inch TV? The one you have is great. Because our neighbors got one. So it's not that they needed a bigger TV, but because the neighbors got a bigger TV, or some family member has something bigger, you get it too. Because you want to be better. Because they told me, our neighbors have a 70-inch TV, but we have a 75-inch TV. And we do that. We compare ourselves. I remember this one couple that was eating breakfast, and the husband and the wife are always complaining, looking out the window at how dirty the neighbor's laundry is. The husband would look at the wife and say, honey, look how dirty their laundry is. And one day the husband looks out the window and sees that the laundry is clean. The neighbor's laundry is clean. And he looks at his wife and he says, honey, I think our neighbors are using a different detergent, or they got new washing machine. They got a new washing machine. And the wife looks at her husband and says, no, I cleaned the windows. Not that they got a new washing machine or changed laundry detergents. I cleaned the windows. I cleaned the windows. You got to clean your windows in the way that you look at your life, in the way that you look at others, and in the way that you see what it is that you have. Why is it that people want to make more and more and more money? Because they want to be important. Want to mean something. They want to be great and big. And Jesus says, if you want to be big, if you want to be important, if you want to be great, Jesus says, you got to be the servant of all. And not just the servant of all in today's gospel reading, but the slave of all. When I was in the seminary, I spent 12 years in a Roman Catholic seminary because I am a Roman Catholic priest. Ordained on May 22nd, 2010. I will be a priest 15 years next year. Every single Saturday, I used to go to the homeless shelter with one of the other seminarians. And I'm in the car with him one day, and my phone rings. And I pick up the phone, and it's another friend of mine. And he says, well, what you doing? And I said to him, well, we are going to the homeless shelter to feed the homeless. At that, my friend yanks the phone away from me, turns it off, and says, you are not going to the homeless shelter to feed the homeless, because the homeless are human beings. You are going to the homeless shelter to serve the homeless, because we serve human beings. We feed animals. You feed cats and dogs. You serve human beings. And I know what you're saying. Oh yeah, Father Adam, you are so right. You are so right. And then your husband comes back from work all day, working. And what do you say to him? Sit down. I'm going to feed you. Or you don't say that. Of course you do. Oh yeah. It's easy to serve in church or out there, or to be a nice person out on the streets. But it's another thing to serve those in your family, your husband, your wife, your children, your brothers, your sisters. That's a different thing. I'm going to have my mother here for a long time. She's coming for my birthday, the 15th and the 16th of November. All of you are invited here in North Las Vegas at the Shrine of St. Benedict, Santuario de San Benito, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue in North Las Vegas, Nevada, USA. The 15th and the 16th of November. I'm celebrating 40 years this year. I know you can't believe that I'm 40. I know it because I look so good, of course. It's the grace of God. But I'm going to have my mom here. You think it's going to be easy? Nope. So I need you all to pray for me. You know, with family, we come out well in photos. Who is it that has hurt you the most? Your family. Those you love. Those you are called to serve. It's very easy to be nice at work to people because they pay you there. You get paid to be nice at work. But at home, it's one thing to go around and say, oh, you know, I serve people. Serve at home. Start with your house. Stop cleaning the street while having your house dirty. A lot of you are great at cleaning the street and having your house dirty. You know, you volunteer at everything. You go to the soup kitchen. You go to this thing and volunteer. You volunteer at the Alcoholics Anonymous. You volunteer here and there. And yet your house is a mess. Because you don't want to serve at home. It starts at home. Jesus says today, you want to be great? You got to lose. You got to lose. Lose the game of this life. The game to be important and to be great. Lose the game of competition. Stop competing. You know, I always say to people, we're all crazy. All of us. It's not a competition. You're just as crazy as the next person. It's not a competition. It's not a competition. We're all crazy. All of us. Stop competing in your house. Stop with the rivalry. That is why a mother talks bad about her kids. She talks bad about one child to the other. Oh yeah, because it's a competition. How many parents? The mother talks bad about the husband, about the father, to the children because she wants to, she wants to be better in the eyes of the kids. She wants to be great, important. Stop it. You got to lose in order to be great. When my grandfather, this is my grandmother. When my grandfather would come home, all drunk, vomited all over, crawling from his drunk experiences with his friends, my grandmother never called us over, the kids, and said, look at him. She never exposed him to shame. But she would tell us, Grandpa's very sick. We need to pray for him. And she'd send us to sleep, and she'd make sure that she'd sit with him and put up with his attitude and his drunkenness in order to shield us. But when my grandfather was dying, I heard him pray. He was dying of colon cancer. I heard him pray, "O God of my wife, help me." Because the only God he knew was my grandmother. "O God of my wife, help me." Even though he wasn't a communist and part of the Communist Party, he never went to church, didn't believe. But at his deathbed, when he's dying of colon cancer, he's praying, "O God of my wife, help me." Because that's the only God he knew. You know, my grandmother never read the Bible to me because she can't read or write. Hitler closed all the schools in Poland when she was growing up during the Second World War. So she never went to school. Then the communists took over right after the Second World War. And when the communists came in, they just said, "Oh, you know, all you people need to go and work in the collective farms. No school for you." Because the dumber the people are, the better for the communists and the socialists, of course. Because it's all the same shit. It's all the same stuff. You know, they're like, "Oh, we're going to give you all this free stuff." They're going to give you free things. Yeah. Look at what communism has done and socialism. Just look at Venezuela or look at Cuba. Hello? Hello, hello? I come from a communist country. I was born under communism. I had to leave Poland because of it. And here's another thing. When I went to Poland this other time, some stupid person said to me, "Well, why did you leave Poland? You shouldn't have left Poland." I said, "I never left Poland. They took me out of Poland." And I'm very proud to be in the United States of America. I was brought here. But I had to leave because of communism. And I'm very proud to live in the great United States of America. God bless the USA. Let freedom ring. But now I'm digressing. Don't we just love the United States? Absolutely. My grandmother's love calmed my grandfather down. You know, they couldn't give him enough morphine when he was dying of colon cancer. As the doctor said, you know, if we give him any more morphine, we're going to kill him. And my mother would come into the room and she'd take my grandfather by his hand, and he wouldn't calm down. The pain would still be there. And then my grandma would enter the room. She'd grab his hand. She'd caress his face. She'd kiss him. And she'd say his name, Stasiu. And the pain would go away. She was the best morphine. That love. Now, my grandmother said to me, you know, all my friends, all the women in the town that we lived in a very small town in Poland, you know. And all the women would go around saying, "You gotta leave him! Leave him! Stop putting up with it!" Everybody told her that, she said, to run away. And my grandmother said, you know, I may have lost in their eyes and in the eyes of the world, but I won my husband for Jesus. Because my grandfather died having gone to confession being anointed. Yeah. To the world she lost, but to the spiritual life she won. The world tells you, do not serve. You deserve for people to do this and this for you. That's what the world says to you. Jesus says something different. The Son of Man came to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. We go to Mass. I'm going to have Mass today at 10 a.m. in Spanish, 2 p.m. in Spanish, and 7 p.m. in Spanish. The Gospel of John is the last gospel of the 4 gospels in the Bible. So you have 4 different gospel accounts. The first 3 are what we call the synoptic gospels. They were written, the first one is Mark around the year 60, then around the year 70. So they were written very soon after Jesus' death. But the Gospel of John, which is on its own, was written around the year 100. Completely different gospel than the other 3. There's lots of stories in there that you will not have in the other 3 gospels. Now, John was already a very, very old man when he wrote the Gospel of John. And he had experienced 70 years of the life of the church by that time. And the church at that time was the same as the church today. Rivalry, competition, stupid arguments like, who can go to communion and who can't, who can be married and who can't. Are we going to baptize these people? Are we not going to baptize these people? I'm having a baptism of a gay couple, their child, because they were going from one church, one Catholic church to another, and nobody would baptize their baby. I did a house blessing for a lesbian couple because they were going from one church to the next and the priests wouldn't go. Oh yeah. Absolutely. How many babies I have lined up to be baptized where the godparents are not married in the church. Now, a lot of the people who are here, who are immigrants, they don't have family here. They don't know many people. And so are they not supposed to baptize their baby? So, these stupid arguments that have nothing to do with the faith. Like, how are you supposed to receive communion? Is it okay to do it on the hand? Are you supposed to do it on the mouth, on the tongue? Stupid stuff. That has nothing to do with the faith. Nothing. It's all these Phariseistic BS. It's all Phariseeism. It has nothing to do with the faith. Absolutely nothing. The latest thing they're arguing about is whether you can hold hands during the Our Father and you or not. As Cardinal Francis Arinzi said when somebody asked him, can the people hold hands during the Our Father up like that? And he says, well, are the people soldiers? Are you there to... The Roman Missal says what the priest is supposed to do, not what the people are supposed to do. Leave the people alone. Let them pray however they want to. You think God cares whether you hold your hands up like this or like this? You think don't you think he has better things to do than to worry about how a person receives communion? So the church in the Gospel of John was also just as divided, people with their stupid arguments, as the church is today. Mm-hmm. And just like your family is divided today. And so John decides that for the institution of the Eucharist, so for the Mass, he's not going to put in the story about Jesus taking the bread and converting it into his body and the wine and converting it into his blood. But he's going to do the washing of the feet. That's the only gospel where that is present, where Jesus washes the smelly feet of the disciples. Takes the water and the basin and says, if I, your Lord and Master, have got down on my knees to wash your feet, you must do likewise for one another. You know, if we kept that in mind, we would have a totally different church and a totally different family. If we all just started washing each other's feet. If all these Protestants and all the Catholics started washing each other's feet, there wouldn't be the wars, the killing. The Orthodox, if they started washing each other's feet. You know how sad, how absolutely sad. Like in the Ukraine right now, I don't know if you know this, but one of the worst things that has happened is the discrimination against the Russian Orthodox people in Ukraine. Because in Ukraine, there's a lot of Russian Orthodox. But they've banned the Russian Orthodox Church in the Ukraine. You can Google that one. Oh yeah. I'm telling you. And it's the other Orthodox Christians. Unreal, isn't it? Because we've forgotten about washing each other's feet. Smelly feet! When you wash feet, like my grandmother did with my grandfather, to the world you lose. But to Jesus and to you, yourself, to your soul, you win. Why am I wearing my rosary like this? Well, I went to bless a home yesterday, or the day before. It was Friday. Because today is October 20th, 2024. I have to say what date it is because there's all these reports that I've been killed or dead. I'm alive more than ever. People always come up with all sorts of BS about me. They make up stuff because they want, views on their channel and all that. Yeah, and they lie about me because that's how people are. People will lie about you. They'll make up things about you, like they made up the whole thing that the Pope did something to me, or that I'm no longer a priest. All of that are lies. It's all BS. The Pope never did anything to me. You think the Pope knows who I am? Come on. It's all lies. Lies. They love to lie. People love to lie. Because then it makes them feel better, when they belittle somebody. But I was telling you, I entered a house on Friday. They had a lot of negative energy in the house. And as soon as I entered, the rosary that I was wearing, this one, it broke. Because it absorbed all of that negative energy that was in the house. So I've got these rosaries, the rosary of Saint Benedict with the blessed and exorcised medal of Saint Benedict. I've got these on AdamKotas.com that you need to be wearing at work or have somewhere like in your pocket. Okay, you put the rosary in your pocket there because you got to protect yourself at work. There's a lot of jealous people and envious people at work. You've got no friends at work. Your neighbors are not your friends. Get that in your head. Stop revealing stuff to people. People are jealous. They'll make up stuff about you. And when least you expect it, they're going to put a knife in your back. Who is it that has hurt me the most? Other priests who are jealous and envious because they're like eggs without salt. Oh yeah. When I first got here to Vegas, I was at a church and I was assigned with a pastor. And my birthday fell that year on a Sunday. Well, I got up in the morning and I was all happy because it's my birthday. I love my birthday. My birthday is November 15th. And he gets up and he says, "Don't you dare tell people at Mass today that it's your birthday. Don't you dare!" Because he was jealous. Because people liked me. And they didn't like him. Instead of asking himself the question, well, maybe I could learn something from him. He said to me, he used to say, "Oh, you tell people things to make people like you. You like people to like you. Well, who wants people to hate them? I mean, are you stupid? Maybe you are. Who wants people to hate them? Of course I want people to like me. Who doesn't?" Because he was jealous. And you've got people like that too. When I got to the second church, Holy Family, that was another winner. The guy over there was a winner. Oh my God. When I was at Holy Family Church, a lot of you remember those times. I mean, he wouldn't even let people know what time I said Mass. And he'd switch on me. Like, he'd schedule me to say Mass at 10 a.m. and then he'd say, "No, you've got the 6 a.m. Mass." So that people wouldn't be able to come and see me. Oh yeah. It's terrible. To keep people away from hearing the word of God. And just because, when he published the schedule, what time I had Mass and then what time he had Mass, nobody would come to his Mass. Because he was, you got to bring a pillow to listen to him. Be reading everything that he printed off of the internet, because I prepare my sermons. I prepare them. He'd print it off from the internet, something that somebody else wrote, and he'd read it there. Not even read it well. I'm like, why don't you just pass it out to people when they come into church? And then the worst thing he did was my very last Mass, because, he got rid of me, as they all did. Oh, yeah. Because, success is like a fart. When it's not yours, it bothers other people. If you fart, it doesn't bother you, right? I mean, yeah, you're like, oh, it smells, and then, okay. But if somebody else farts, oh my God, they're at the end of the world. Well, success is just like that. If it's not yours, it bothers other people. The worst thing he did was my very last Mass. I wanted to record my sermon, and Corinne was all ready to do it. And she's got the camera there, and, we're because it's my very last one. So I wanted to have it. He came in the middle of the sermon and turned off the camera. Oh, yeah. And these are just a couple examples. I could go down the list. You've got no friends at work. Stop telling people your stuff, your secrets. Stop it. The Bible says, "Cursed be the human being who puts his trust in other human beings, but blessed be the one who puts his trust in the Lord." You got to trust God. There is a movie on Netflix, The Pope's Exorcist. Watch it with Russell Crowe. Father Gabriele Amort, the official exorcist of Saint John Paul II. He gives a recommendation of what you need in your house in order to protect yourself from the evil eye, from evil spirits, from jealousy, from envy. You got to take this cross with the medal of Saint Benedict. This is what protects you from evil. And you place this in your home, and it will absorb all that negativity. Father Gabriele Amort said, it will absorb the evil eye, that negative energy, so it doesn't affect your house. You've got kids that are cutting themselves, kids that are having nightmares, depressed, anxious. You need the cross of Saint Benedict in your house, and everything is on AdamKotas.com. There, I have the religious goods store on my website, AdamKotas.com. You can order everything there. But better yet, come to Las Vegas, to the Shrine of Saint Benedict, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue. Today is Sunday, October 20th. I got 3 holy masses, 10 a.m. in Spanish, 2 p.m. in Spanish, 7 p.m. in Spanish. Come! I also went to Mexico because Father Gabriele Amort recommended this medal of Saint Benedict. In his book, I, the Last Exorcist, with 17 different medals to protect you in your home from all the evil. And so I got this, and I put these together for you, and all of this is on AdamKotas.com. You can order it there on my website, AdamKotas.com, or you can come to the Shrine of Saint Benedict and get it yourself. We're open today till 9 p.m. We're open right now. Come on over in North Las Vegas, Nevada. You can drive from California because you need everything I have. I've got blessed and exorcised holy water, blessed and exorcised salt, blessed and exorcised oil. I've got everything for all of you. Now, a lot of people say to me, I don't need any of this stuff in my house because only my family comes to my house or my friends. My enemies don't come in my house. That's your problem. People say to me, I need to protect myself from my enemies. Wrong! You got to protect yourself from those who pretend to be your friends. Who is it that men cheat with on their wives? You know, the prosties on the street, the ones who walk on Boulder Highway or Tropicana, that's who your husband's going to cheat with? No. Men cheat with the sister, the best friend. Yeah, your bestie is going to open her. Hello? Who is it that men cheat with? Yeah, the sister-in-law. Hello? I'm speaking right now. Men cheat with family members and friends. You need this in your house. Because when people come in, they come in with their jealousy. You got to have the cross of Saint Benedict, the medal of Saint Benedict. You have to put this in your house. Because when your family members or so-called friends come in your house, you think they're happy that you have something new? That you got a new TV or this or that, or that you got a new car? Yeah, to your face they are. But behind your back, I know they're stealing. Or they're growing marijuana in secret. Because they're jealous. And they're envious. And they make up shit. And they make it up about you too. Protect yourself. Watch that movie on Netflix. Now, The Rosary of Saint Benedict. On Netflix. Because I know a lot of you don't read books. So I got to give you Netflix. There is a series about Ted Bundy, the assassin, the serial killer in the United States. He killed lots of women, tortured them, and raped them. In 1978, his last crime, he entered an apartment in Orlando, Florida, with 3 young women in there. He killed 2 of them, but the third one he couldn't touch. Why? Because her grandmother gave her a rosary of Saint Benedict with the blessed and exorcised medal of Saint Benedict, this one, and said to her, don't you dare go to sleep without your rosary. Now, the young woman was not a believer, but she believed her grandmother, and she had the rosary with her in bed, and it protected her. Ted Bundy, that serial killer, said, you know, this mysterious force covered her, and I couldn't touch her. You need this rosary. Put this in your children's backpack. Put it in there. I've got these bracelets. Look. With the blessed and exorcised medal of Saint Benedict. Everything is on my website, AdamKotas.com. If you can't come to the Shrine of St. Benedict in North Las Vegas. You can order everything on my website. You need it! Because you're surrounded by jealous people. You think I'd be okay if it wasn't for the medal of St. Benedict? Why do you think the Shrine of St. Benedict in North Las Vegas, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue, is called the Shrine of St. Benedict? Because we need it. We're surrounded by bad people. Look at all the horrible people that I'm surrounded with. You know, the people that say, oh, well, if Father Adam baptizes your baby, it's going to be invalid. Okay, first of all, anybody can baptize, and it's valid. Anybody. That is the eternal teaching of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. That if you just take water, anybody, and say, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, the baptism is valid, the person is baptized. I mean, they come up with the lies. Everything to discredit me and to fill you with fear and to make you think like, you know, I can't go to him. Because people will lie on you. They'll make up stuff about you because they're trying to make themselves look better. You come and you get married with me here at the Shrine of St. Benedict. And stop listening to what people tell you. Like, oh, if I get married with Father Adam, I'm not going to be married validly. Okay, do some research about the sacraments of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. The sacrament of marriage is between a man and a woman if the priest is only the witness. The sacrament takes place between the two people. So, if a man and a woman are in a place where there are no priests available to witness the wedding, and they look at each other and they say, I take you as my wife, I take you as my husband, they're married and they have the sacrament of matrimony. That is the eternal sacramental teaching of the Holy Roman Catholic Church. And all the other stuff is all about what? Money. Because if you come and get married with me, you're going to leave your donation with me. If you get your child baptized with me, you're going to leave your donation with me. And you're not going to leave it with them. That's what it's all about. It's to fill you with fear so that, you know, you don't come to me, you go to them, so you leave them your donation. It's all about money. Religion is a big business. Get it? It's all a big business. It's all a big business. And it really gets me because, you know, for a lot of these religious people, they don't care about abusers. You know, they don't write letters about the abusive priests, right? The priests who abuse their power in order to rape people. Because it's all about their power. They don't write letters about that. They don't let you know who they are. But they're going to write a letter about Father Adam Kotas. Why? Because it's all about money. Because people come to me. That's what it's about. They don't care about you. They care about your money. Okay, for example, the Archbishop here in Las Vegas, he never writes a pastoral letter about anything, okay? Never records videos, spiritual videos. When was the last time he did a Bible study for people? Hello? When was the last time he recorded a spiritual conference? No, all the letters are, give us money! We want your money! We've got this second collection coming up. Give the money. That's what it's about. That's the truth. That is the truth. That's what it's about. It's about the money. And look what they just did in Los Angeles. I mean, they paid $880 billion $880 million to the victims of sexual abuse of clergy. The diocese I come from, Santa Rosa, California, bankrupt. Yep. It's how it is. If you don't know what it's about the money. And of course, right now, the biggest thing is they're trying to hide all the assets so that the victims of sexual abuse cannot get any money. So they look at all these little loopholes in order to hide the money. Because victims of sexual abuse need money for therapy. It's an ongoing thing. Lots of victims of sexual abuse have fallen into drug addiction, all sorts of very terrible life circumstances where they need the money. So you protect yourself. Protect yourself from people. You know, when I was a young kid, I used to be afraid of walking in the dark. And my grandfather would say, well, why are you afraid to walk in the dark? Because I'm afraid of ghosts, I would say. And my grandfather said, don't be afraid of ghosts. Be afraid of people. Who is it that can hurt you? People! People. So, you know, I went to bless this house on Friday, and they had spirits in the house. Sometimes you have spirits in the house. They're stuck in between. They're stuck in between this life and the next. And so when there is a spirit in the house and, like, you know, they're calling your attention, so you think that they're scaring you. Oh my gosh, you know, things are moving in the house. Okay, that happens because the spirits are calling your attention because they want you to pray for them. They're not going to harm you. They're not going to do anything to you. The spirits cannot do anything to you. People can do things to you. People. You got to protect yourself from people. You get it? That's why you need the cross of Saint Benedict in your house, blessed and exorcised with the medal of Saint Benedict. I've got these on adamkotas.com for all of you. I have the rosaries for you on adamkotas.com. Oh, and the latest that I got. Oh, I ordered this incense from a Franciscan monastery. Blessed and exorcised incense. You know the incense that we use in church? Holy smoke. Okay. So I've got this on adamkotas.com. Blessed and exorcised to help you. Why? Because in the book of Tobit, there is the story of Sarah. And Sarah has 7 demons that cannot be driven away. And every time she marries someone, so she's marrying 7 times. She marries 7 times. And the night of the wedding, when they're ready to have sex, Sarah with her husband, her new husband, the demon comes out and kills the husband. This is in the Bible, the book of Tobit. So Tobias wants to marry Sarah because she's the most beautiful woman in all the world, the Bible says. So he wants her because she's really, really pretty. So God tells him, kill a big fish, take out all of the insides of the fish, dry them up, and make incense. And then burn the incense the night of the wedding. Before you're going to have sex with her, burn the incense. And he does that. And in the moment that the incense is burned, the demons come out of her and flee. And they throw themselves down and kill themselves. That's why we use incense. And I've got this incense on adamkotas.com for all of you. You can order it there. Everything is on my website, adamkotas.com. Go there, to the religious goods store and order everything. It's all there. If you can't come to the Shrine of St. Benedict in North Las Vegas, Nevada, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue in North Las Vegas, Nevada. Sundays, today and every Sunday, I celebrate 3 Holy Masses at 10 a.m. in Spanish, 2 p.m. in Spanish, and 7 p.m. in Spanish. It's all for you. At the Shrine of St. Benedict in North Las Vegas, Nevada. So come, El Santuario de San Benito, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue in North Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, there was a guy who was in a river, and he was up to here in water in the river. And he was thirsty. And he wouldn't bend down in order to drink the water. A lot of you are thirsty, and you're in the river up to here with water. All you got to do is bend down and drink, and you won't do it. Because you're lazy. Let's just face it. You're lazy. You live in California, you live in Arizona, you live not far from the Shrine of St. Benedict, and you won't come. Because you're lazy. Isn't that true? Oh, my life is so bad. I'm depressed. You need my holy packet. You need the Rosary of St. Benedict. Come! Or go to AdamKotas.com and order it. You spend money on all sorts of stuff. All sorts of things. You won't spend the money on gas to come. My birth date is November 15th and 16th. Give yourself the gift of coming to my birthday. Do you have to bring me money or gifts? No, I don't need any money and I don't need any gifts. I got enough stuff. I have it really good here. I'm serious. I got my apartment. I mean, I'm like, it's fantastic. Nothing like Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. I don't need anything. I need you. You are my gift for my birthday. A lot of you, you live in California. You live 4 hours away from Vegas. All you got to do is get your ass in the car and come. An ass is a biblical word. Because, all the holy people are going, he said ass. You say worse things. At least I'm not two-faced. Yeah, oh my gosh, somebody sent me something here on Facebook. Who was it? Rosalie Hewitt. Thank you so much, Rosalie. You are so nice. And Mary Gonzalez is always commenting. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this live is in Spanish. No, excuse me. It's in English. Because I'm going to be recording my sermons at the Mass. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Look at that. She is so wonderful. She puts it all on there. AdamKotas.com to order everything. You are fantastic, Mary. Thank you so much. My goodness. Anna says, you spend money on trivial stuff you don't need. You need these sacramentals. Absolutely. Thank you, Anna. You are just amazing. Thank you, everyone, for being here. So, yeah, I'm trying to, I get up really early. I get up about 4:30 in the morning. And I'm having my coffee there. Okay. It's just coffee. I haven't put anything in there. My goodness. I'm looking at who is connected here. How fantastic. Share the video, everyone. You can make TikToks in English, too. There's all these TikToks of me in Spanish. Everybody's making TikToks of me in Spanish. How come you all don't make TikToks in English? I mean, am I that boring in English? Hello? Oh my gosh. Tanny says, hello from Sydney, Australia. Wow, somebody's watching me from Australia. How fantastic. I've always wanted to go to Australia. My goodness. Hello, hello. Where are you all connected from? Make sure you let me know. Maribel says, good morning from Arizona. When are you coming to see me? You live in Arizona. I'm in Las Vegas. The Shrine of St. Benedict, Santuario de San Benito, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue. Come and visit. Come for my birthday. Come for the December 12th celebrations of Our Lady of Guadalupe. Can't wait for all of you to come. Elizabeth says, hello from Miami. From Los Angeles. My goodness. How fantastic. I'm so grateful all of you are connected. Rosalie is from Houston. Marco also from Houston. Wow. How fantastic. California. How fabulous. God bless you all in the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. I got to go to church. We'll see you today at the Shrine of St. Benedict, 3040 West Cheyenne Avenue in North Las Vegas, Nevada. You got any questions? You need me to do your wedding here in Las Vegas? Baptize your child, whatever you need? 702-330-0035 is the number here of the Shrine of St. Benedict. God bless you all. Have a beautiful Sunday. And if you're around or if you can, come and visit. Okay? Can't wait to see you. God bless you all. Bloomingdale, Illinois. I know Bloomingdale very well. My mom cleans a couple houses in Bloomingdale, Illinois. My goodness. Bloomingdale. I know Bloomingdale very well. I haven't been to Bloomingdale in forever, but my mom, she lives in Chicago. She's coming to visit, and she cleans a couple houses in Bloomingdale, Illinois. That's a very wealthy area. At least it used to be. I don't know what it's like right now. Okay. Wow. How fantastic. Puerto Rico. Maribel says, I'm planning on going. I want to meet you. Oh my goodness. I can't wait for you to come. Good morning, Father Kotas from Flint, Michigan. Good morning, Maria. How wonderful. I know Flint very well. I used to fly out of Flint because I went to seminary in Orchard Lake, Michigan. And I was in a church in Pontiac, Michigan, and in Rochester and Rochester Hills. I know all those areas very well. Glad you're all connected. Have a beautiful, beautiful Sunday. God bless you. I gotta go. I really have to go.